Welcome back, gang. Oh shit, I have to turn left here. So we're back on an awful windy day. It was very nice at Cafe Chrom. Well, it was nice enough. The people there were pleasant enough. Mönchengladbach used to, I think it still does actually, used to have a bit of a Hells Angels problem. I think a lot of the patrons at this place probably used to be Hells Angels 30 years ago. Fairly old crowd, probably a similar age to myself, aging disgracefully, most of them on Harleys, a couple of Triumph Bonnevilles actually, which was nice to see, and what was even nicer was a Triumph California. Actually, I didn't take any videos of it. Maybe I should have, but so yeah, it was nice enough. Had a bit of grub, a couple of beers, alcohol free, of course. Yeah. Speak the old 30 Lärmschutz, the what's it called in English? The noise protection or something. What do you call it when you have to keep the noise down? This in German is Lärmschutz. Lärm is noise and Schutz is protection. This is German, very practical language, as you'll come to learn from this channel. Yeah, everything is called what it is. So yes, it was very nice. As I say, I had I forgot what it's called, a Rindbrötchen or something, which was like a bit of beef in a bread roll. Got speaking to a very nice gentleman there. He had a BMW from what was it, a 1998 model, or 70 something. Very nice, or 90 something, I can't remember, but it was very nice. He said it had done 110,000 kilometres, he was very proud to say. So yeah, he said he went to South Tyrol in Austria, and he said he's going to Grenoble in France this summer, an area I know reasonably well. It's quite close to Geneva, and we've driven a few similar routes, let's say, in the past, although I've been in a car in those days. But a very nice part of the world, as no doubt on YouTube you can find no end of videos which will show you what a lovely part of the world it is to ride a motorbike in. Put your pants on, go on! 50 year, is it? Alright, fair enough. Most notable though, as I said before, for the amount of Harley Davidson riders there who you know, maybe don't look as menacing as they did 30 years ago, let's put it that way, and the ponytail is starting more from the back of the hair than at the top. But they're nice enough. Nice enough people. So if you're in that neck of the woods in Mönchengladbach and you're looking for a motorbike meet, I can recommend Cafe Chrom, and they're very nice as well. The staff there are very nice. Yeah, so there you go. And my video unfortunately didn't last until I arrived I was having a look at the footage. I think you call it chimping, don't you, on a camera, when you have a look at the stuff before you've finished, you know, you have a look after every photo. So I was having a look, and then it said file corrupted. Thank you very much, Insta360. So luckily the first video, because the Insta360 records continuously, and then, well, not continuously, it stops after 29 minutes and then it starts again. And the starting again video, for some reason, had been corrupted. I've got no idea why, but the file had been corrupted, so that's that. As I say, the next videos will be the reveal from the ride over to Lewis's. So if you haven't subscribed, please do press the like button, subscribe, press the notification bell so you know when the next episode will be available. And do tell your friends and fans and your mates, and let's grow this community. Would make a man very happy. So the next two videos, yes, will be the reveal from Lewis's, a review of this jacket here, the Bogota, or whatever it's called, Bogota. It's a very nice jacket, it's very comfortable, I have to say, and it's in this kind of wax cotton. Which when I got it, it's like, for those that aren't used to it, it's actually a bit odd because it's very shiny. Yeah, pay attention, pal. Yeah, it's a funny sort of shiny green thing, but I guess this is the wax from the wax cotton, isn't it? So yes, God, my helmet is filthy with roadkill. God, should make a note to. Oh, look at that little caravan there. Oh, that's sweet. Look, I don't know if it will come out in the video, but it's nice. You might have noticed there's a caravan outside my house as well, which we have. It's called an Ariba Panfamilia, and it's how old is it? It's 44 years old. Funnily enough, we bought it in Corona. It's a very nice little thing. I don't know if it will come up on the video, but at the moment the area is besieged by these little fluffy things, which they're obviously blown from some tree. They're not dandelion things, they're not those. They're these little white bits that look like cotton wool floating around. There's one thing actually I noticed with this bike. I think the wet weight, i.e. full of fuel for the uninitiated, is around 230 something kilos. There is this kind of how can I put it, a trend, you can call it at the moment, towards smaller engined motorcycles. Come on, let's have you. So anyway, yes, there's a trend at the moment towards smaller engined motorcycles, and I think Stuart Fillingham made a video recently explaining why that is. I think it's got to do with the emissions regulations and stuff like that, and it's easier for the manufacturers to make smaller engines than bigger engines. Essentially, this is what it boiled down to. And one thing I can say with this bike, over 200 kilometres, 200 kilos, on a windy day like this, it's actually not much of a problem. But I can imagine if I was on a speed 400, a bike with an infinitely smaller engine and a lighter frame and everything else, I think it would probably be quite a challenge actually today, because although it doesn't come across on the video, It's actually very windy indeed. It's very blustery today, I have to say. You know, the bike really is getting buffeted about a bit. I don't know how windy it is, but in terms of kilometres an hour or knots or whatever, but I think it's just bloody windy, I think you can call it that. Yeah, it is quite windy, and this little fly screen or whatever it is in front of me does make a bit of a difference actually, because before I had it, you know, the wind went right onto my chest here, but I have to say now it kind of goes onto the top of my helmet, let's say. So it's actually pretty good, and if I do sort of duck down behind it and give it some, you really do, you know, get a nice hole in the air that you can really go through. It's really nice, and you do feel that it makes a difference. You know, it makes a hell of a difference. I reckon, I don't know how you measure these things, but you know, any given time, I reckon it's worth an extra 10-15 kilometres an hour actually, in terms of, you know, speed and whatnot. You do, as I say, you do notice it. You do notice it. It does make a hell of a difference. This is one of these BMWs behind me, these little ones. I was wondering why he was accelerating so quickly actually. So yes, as I was saying, on a day like today, it helps having a bike which is a little bit heavier, I would say. I'm only a very slight person, as you probably gathered. I think I weigh, last time I checked, it was 62 kilos or something, which actually, believe it or not, in the last couple of years I think I've gained 4 kilos. I used to be about 58 kilos permanently, but anyway, for some reason I seem to have put some weight on, whatever. Hello, sir. But yeah, you do notice a difference, and it makes it a lot more comfortable. But as I said earlier, I think if I was on I don't know, something like a classic 350 or something, then I think it would be a different kettle of fish, so to speak. It'd be a bit more of a challenging ride, I would say. But this, it's you know, the weight is not too unwelcome, put it that way, and it's not too heavy a bike, but it's a little on the heavier side, I suppose. 900cc. In my formative days, no one had a 900cc bike, to be honest. Oh, listen to that. Oh. Ooh, bit of a bump there. And with the said bump, it was at that time that my battery finally gave up on me. Thanks very much for your support and for watching. If you're still here at this point, it's greatly appreciated. Also for the new subscribers, if you haven't done yet, please do so. It will help the channel. Look out for the next video, which will be from the purchase at Lewis's. Until then, take care of yourselves and one another. And until the next time, ciao.